I pulled for child weapon, but got Yai weapon. So I pulled Yai. Now I don't know how to get damage out of her. Show your build. Alright, quick little rundown on Yai. Okay, what I'm running here is the two-piece. Okay. If you are planning to run her in any kind of typical Electro team, usually there's going to be a ton of Electro, and you're fine with running 4-piece Thunder Soother if you have it. Like, I have a 4-piece Thunder Soother piece, which I used to run, which is extremely good, but I stopped using it because when you use her with Nahida, the Dendro application from Nahida is too strong. It's too hard to get the passive. In which case, your best in slot is going to be 4-piece Gilded Dreams if you're able to get it. If you have a strong build. You're still going to want Attack Sands though. Do not run EM Sands. In some cases, if you have a really poggers EM Sands, then maybe it's worth it. But for the most part, no, you're going to want to attack. You can mix and match with either these pieces, or these pieces. All depends on how good you have, how good your pieces are, and who you're running with her. I run Woodsif because I don't have it, but her weapon is definitely really strong and very consistent damage. For building her though, you're gonna do the traditional build that most units have in this game, where you're gonna run an Attack Sands, an Electro Damage Goblet, and a Crit Damage Circlet. What you're gonna look for in the passives are crits first and foremost, and then Elemental Mastery, and then Energy Recharge or Attack Percent. Okay, those all kind of work. They say you typically want to be around 150. I'm a little bit on the lower end, but I do rely on my Nahida and Sucrose to provide EM for me. So I do justify that way, but yeah, it really depends on who you have in your team and what artifact sets they're running. But usually you want to be at like 150. Also, you shouldn't be like me. You should probably take her to level 90, because if you're running her in Aggravate teams, which I highly recommend, it'll also increase your damage. And then for talents, you're going to want to focus on her skill. I liked doing her burst because I used to run a burst build, which was very good. I was able to hit like 140k on each of her burst ticks. But I stopped doing that just because I was like, eh. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty hard to run an Animo unit with Nahida, and the reason why is because she applies so much Dendro, and it's hard to swirl the element that you're trying to get. What I would highly recommend is to make sure you apply the element, then swirl, then apply Dendro, just because she applies it so well. That's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing. You just have to play smart.